ASMRGaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So first big piece of news this week is a story that actually just happened. I just learned about it in the last few hours, but apparently Ninja, the big Twitch streamer Ninja, is leaving Twitch. So I think it's safe to say that Ninja, at least last year, was one of the biggest streamers, possibly most popular gamers as well. He won awards, all sorts of things, very, very popular. Even right now he has tons of brand deals and commercials and stuff that he's in. So he's still at the top spot, even though there are people that are better than him in Fortnite, or people that are more popular currently, but Ninja still maintains his fame, so that's the important thing to distinguish. So Ninja decided to leave Twitch and go over to Mixer. So Mixer is Microsoft's exclusive streaming platform that they created for basically the Xbox, but you can also stream on it from your PC, and they're trying to grow that platform. So Microsoft, of course, is a multi-billion-dollar company. They have lots of money, so I'm sure they had a meeting discussing how to bring big streamers to their platform, and they probably said something like, it would be nice if we could get Ninja to stream on Mixer, and then someone was like, why don't we do that? So that's basically what they did. They threw a $1 million deal, apparently. I don't think there is an exact estimate, but people are saying it's in the million range. Somewhere in the million, possibly even more, but $1 million deal to Ninja to stop streaming on Twitch and to stream exclusively on Mixer. And Ninja took the deal, and yeah, he is for the foreseeable future going to be streaming on Mixer, and already, last time I checked, he was getting close to 300,000 or 250,000 followers or subscribers on Mixer, so that's insane. So basically everyone from Twitch is already following him over there. Now the interesting thing is, Ninja, he released a statement and a brief kind of trailer video for his departure from Twitch to Mixer. And he talked about returning to his roots and how it was important to him. And a lot of people mentioned how Halo, was a game that Ninja originally played. He was known for playing Halo, professional Halo player. I think Tfue as well was a professional, or at least very, very good Halo player. So it's kind of funny, they all go way back, I believe. But yeah, there is a new Halo game coming out next year, so it's very likely that Microsoft not only did this to increase, the popularity of Mixer, but to make the upcoming Halo game a competitive game, a very popular game for streamers. So I think the next Halo game is supposed to launch by holiday 2020. So I'm sure they're gonna give Ninja special beta access to the game early before everyone else. He's going to be streaming the game before everyone, kind of what's his name? Face Cloak. I think he got access to Apex Legends before everyone. I think it was him. But they're probably going to do the same thing with Ninja and the upcoming Halo. They're going to let him play, try to get good at the game, and then maybe they're going to pay him to stream the game every day for a month or something. And additionally, he's going to get, money from all of his followers and people watching. So I think this is a good decision for Microsoft, for Ninja. Some people are angry, though, saying that Ninja kind of abandoned Twitch, betrayed them because they were paying, subscribers over on his Twitch channel. But, if someone offered you $1 million deal to go over to Mixer, would you do it? I know I would. Hello, Microsoft. I'll stream ASMR on Mixer if you pay me $1 million. That's for sure. But yeah, that's awesome. And really, really cool. Now, I wonder if this means that Mixer is going to start picking up next year. Maybe more streamers will move over there. You know, all it takes is a few, like, you have Tfue going over to Mixer, you have CypherPK, a few others. Before you know it, Mixer and Twitch might be like 50-50, like split between popularity, so I'm not sure, but it's interesting. So that was the big piece of news this week. Next, we have some Fortnite news. So the Fortnite World Cup finals took place this past week or so, and yeah, it was just a really big event, the Fortnite World Cup. Booga was the winner of the Fortnite World Cup finals. I think he took home like $3 million, or I saw somewhere like he won $3 million, but after taxes he got like $2.4 million, so that's insane. Taxes take so much, but it's understandable. It's a large sum of money, but yeah, Booga won. He had an amazing like first game, and he just like each game after that, it was impossible for people to reach like his point level. And he played very aggressively in the first match. I watched the videos and clips and everything. Really, really good player, by the way. Like, everyone playing in the World Cup, I was like, how in the world are all of these players, like, so precise? Like, literally, people jumping out of the storm with, like, flintlocks into, like, shotgun headshots, into edits, into pyramid edits, ramp wall, side edit trap kills in the storm with, like, 5 HP. Like, I would be freaking out, but you know, they were all calm, it seems, so just insane. And it was revealed that over 2.3 million people watched the World Cup, so that is a huge number of people, like somewhere in the 2-3 million range. That is so many people, like, streaming, watching it live. I'm sure Epic Games is extremely happy. Some people were saying that Fortnite, you know, doesn't have that popularity, but I think these numbers prove that it's still a very viable game for esports, and a lot of people are talking about that this week, so just an important piece of news, I think. Next, we have some Call of Duty Modern Warfare news. Now, this is awesome news. They revealed the multiplayer, new trailer came out, multiplayer reveal trailer, and let me tell you, this game looks very, very good in two ways. The graphics, amazing, like probably the best looking Call of Duty game to date, which finally, I mean, some of the older Call of Duty games on PS4 still look like PS3 games, but this one looks next generation, fantastic graphics. Now, with that aside, the gameplay, this looks like a lot of fun. Like, I was watching this and I was like, you know what? This feels like old Call of Duty Modern Warfare, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 days, like the first and second Modern Warfare 2. That's the kind of feel that I was getting from the trailer, and it seems like a lot of other fans and people that play a lot of CoD are saying the same thing or feeling the same way after watching the recent trailer. So I think this next Call of Duty game is actually going to be a big success. Now, each Call of Duty game is usually really, really big. Every year people say the next one is going to be terrible, and then it sells like triple the amount of the one that came out the previous year or something. So I'm sure this game's going to break all sorts of records. The fact that it's kind of like a reboot of the Modern Warfare series, which is their biggest series, like even more than the Black Ops ones, even though people really like the Black Ops games. Everyone's going to be buying Modern Warfare, so this trailer was awesome. Highly recommend checking out the Call of Duty Modern Warfare multiplayer trailer. Looks like a lot of fun. They interviewed some of the developers, like they gave their thoughts, and they mentioned that they're trying to appeal to old fans and new fans with this game, so you're going to see a mixture of new mechanics mixed with a lot of like classic old mechanics that people have been missing. And that brings me to the next piece of news, which is kill streaks are back in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So yeah, kill streaks are back. They're in Modern Warfare, the upcoming Call of Duty game. People are so happy about this. I was watching some YouTube videos earlier, people like talking about how awesome it is that kill streaks are a thing again. There are already people talking about balancing issues, like if kill streaks are going to be a little bit too OP, with like perks or things like that. So I have no idea. None of that's really been revealed yet. Only the developers know, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. So can't wait to see that in action. Next piece of news is Death Stranding related. So we got a new trailer for Death Stranding, and it's focused around one specific character, Hartman, or Hartman, but yeah, it's Hartman. So, this character, you really need to check out this trailer, by the way. It's the Death Stranding Hartman trailer. So this character in the game, he apparently lives only 20 minutes, and then after 20 minutes he dies, and then he goes to like this afterlife where he searches for his family, his wife, or his kid, or something like that. I didn't really get much information. I'm sure we're gonna find out in the game. But he dies, he goes into the afterlife, or some kind of weird state in Death Stranding. We don't really know what happens when you die in that game. But after staying in there for a while, he wakes up or gets revived, and then gets to stay alive in the real world for 20 minutes. So imagine dying like every 20 minutes, like you go, and then you come back, and then you stay here for 20 minutes, and then you go. So it's kind of like a paranoid existence, but this guy seems to be okay with it. He mentions in the trailer that he like watches movies and TV shows that are exactly 20 minutes, so then when he goes away, he doesn't come back wondering where he was or what he was doing. So yeah, just really bizarre storytelling. I have a feeling that Death Stranding is going to be an insane game. This is a really crazy trailer, but highly recommend checking it out. I'm really hyped for this game. Like, I'm excited to explore this world and uncover more about the story. And speaking of Death Stranding, there was like a statement that some of the people working on it and some of the people that know Hideo Kojima mentioned that this game is trying to be a statement of for the games industry and move gaming forward. So the developers that are working on Death Stranding feel that gaming is kind of like continuously making similar games. Like, we're always getting shooters, we're always getting the same kind of like racing games, fighting games, action games, but barely any games try to break outside of the box, like try something completely different and revolutionize gaming. Like, an example would be Super Mario 64. When that came out on the Nintendo 64, it basically revolutionized gaming. Like, it changed the entire landscape of platformers. Everybody tried to copy Super Mario 64 after it came out. Like, everyone wanted a 3D platformer just because that was such a game changer. So they're apparently trying to do the same thing with Death Stranding, move the industry forward in a new direction by trying something unique and different. So, wow, good luck, Death Stranding. I really hope you manage to do that. That is a really, high ambition, high goal to achieve. But, if you actually manage to pull that off, you deserve Game of the Year, hands down. If Death Stranding manages to, do something so unique that it changes gaming forever, it deserves all of the awards, so can't wait to play that when it comes out. Next piece of news is for Sucker Punch. So Sucker Punch developers a development studio that makes first-party exclusive games for Sony. So you see a lot of their games on the PS3, PlayStation 4, and they're already making games for the PlayStation 5, and apparently one of them might be the Order 1886 sequel. So back when the PlayStation 4 launched, there was this really high quality game in terms of graphics, with some of the craziest realistic graphics on the PlayStation 4. Even right now, the game looks amazing, and it was a launch game. That should tell you something. So Sucker Punch did an amazing job with the Order 1886, and on the PlayStation 5, they haven't really revealed that they're working on this yet, so it needs to be announced. But a writer for Sucker Punch revealed that the Order 1886 does have a sequel, and that we should expect some news or something possibly in the future. So I think that means we're going to get a game, and it's probably going to be a PlayStation 5 launch title. That's just my opinion, but I really think that's what they're going to do, you know? They released that when the PS4 launched, so it would make sense that when the PS5 launches next year, they have an Order 1886 sequel or something coming out either on launch day or a few days after launch, you know, a few months later. Speaking of the PlayStation 4, PlayStation 4 just achieved, like, the highest status this generation. PlayStation 4 has sold over 100 million units worldwide. So, you know what? Hats off to Sony. Everyone, round of applause. Sony has sold over 100 million PlayStation 4s. That is a ton of PlayStation 4s. I'm sure Nintendo more... Actually, you know what? It's probably Microsoft. They're probably really, really jealous. Like, the Xbox One, even though it's an okay system, it just didn't do everything the PlayStation 4 did. It had a really bad start, lots of problems with the Kinect and things like that, that after all of that, they just never managed to recover. They were head-to-head at the beginning, but PlayStation just skyrocketed past them, and they're already at 100 million. The PlayStation 2, though, is still way above this. Like, I forget how many units the PlayStation 2 sold, but it's higher than 100 million, I know that, but who knows, maybe the PS4 will beat the PS2 and become one of the biggest, like, consoles to sell the most units in the entire world or something. But congratulations, Sony, you deserve it. And speaking of sales numbers, we have some news for the Nintendo Switch. So, the Nintendo Switch has sold over 36 million units around the world. Now, you might think 36 isn't that much, but let me tell you, the PlayStation 4 launched before the Nintendo Switch, and it just reached 100 million. So, the Nintendo Switch is like a newer system, and it's already at 36, so if it keeps selling like this, I can see it reaching like 70, possibly 80 million. Who knows how many it's going to sell in its lifetime, but Nintendo Switch is doing very, very well. Lots of people are buying it, I think because it's portable, and you can also connect it to your TV. Makes it very popular among a lot of like different age groups. Like, you have little kids that love to play Fortnite on the Nintendo Switch, and then you have like teenagers that like all the other games that you can play on it, including Fortnite as well. And then you have people that just want Nintendo games, people that are nostalgic about old NES Nintendo games that are like 50 years old, picking up the Nintendo Switch just to play retro games, maybe play some of the new games. So lots of different people are picking up the Switch. So yeah, 36 million, not bad, Nintendo. Next, we have some Monster Hunter World news. So the expansion for Monster Hunter World, Iceborne, apparently the PC version is not coming out this year. So the PS4 version, basically the console version of Monster Hunter World Iceborne, is coming out, right now. I forget exactly, but I know it's coming out this year, possibly in a week or so, a month. I don't know, I need to check that out. But what I do know is the PC version was supposed to come out this year, but it's being delayed until January 2020, so I'm sure PC players are very disappointed about this. They wanted to play the new expansion for Monster Hunter World as soon as it released. So some people in the PC community are kind of disappointed about this. People that play on console, though, they're going to be perfectly fine. They'll be getting the game just as intended, but yeah, it's kind of sad that the PC version is delayed. Apparently, some things with like the network and I don't know, some bugs and things needed to be fixed before it could be officially released. Next, a multiplayer arena fighting game called Mighty Fight Federation just got announced for PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. And let me tell you something, this game looks awesome. Like, it's a arena fighting game, and I haven't really, it seems like a combination between a lot of different games, but essentially it's multiplayer. You can have like 4 people on one stage and everybody's fighting each other, and it looks super cool. Very fast, very fluid, the animations and everything. Looks like a lot of fun. Like, I'm actually considering picking this up when it releases if reviews are good. But I highly recommend checking out Mighty Fight Federation trailer on YouTube. It looks awesome. Like, it looks like a lot of fun. If any of you play any other multiplayer arena fighting games, you know, where it's like 2v2, 1v4, 1v3, stuff like that, you know, basically a free-for-all in a small stage where everyone's fighting each other. You can use weapons, you can use your fists and, you know, legs doing kicks and stuff like that. Basically, that's what this game is, but with lots of like special abilities, and it looks crazy, but lots of fun. Next piece of news is for Borderlands 3. This is the last piece of news, by the way, but yeah, Borderlands 3 just went gold. And what that means is when a game is completed, fully finished in development, the developers have a golden, like, master disc, or that's what they call it, and that disc is the final version of the game, with all the updates, all the changes, and it's ready to be shipped and printed, and that's the disc that they essentially use to make all of the game copies. So yeah, Borderlands 3 is officially finished. They have finished everything with the game. Of course, when it launches, there's going to be updates, there's going to be patches, they're going to add things, but as of right now, the game is ready to launch, so that's awesome. The developers are really happy about that. There's some tweets and stuff on Twitter. Developers, you know, after a game finishes, they usually celebrate because it's a long and intense process making games, so, you know what, congratulations to the development team. I'm sure this game's going to be awesome, and yeah, they have every right to celebrate right now, so yeah, that's all the news for this week, so thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be sure to have a new ASMR gaming video out very, very soon. And if any of you want to help support the channel, head on over to patreon.com/ASMRgaming, and with as little as $1 a month, you can help support the channel, help more videos like this get made, and I really, really appreciate everyone that does do that. So thanks again, and I will see you all next time. So long and farewell.